Good morning, everyone. It's April 27th, 2020. It's my sister's birthday, and let's get closer than 6 feet. Hey, so actually, let's not get 6 feet or closer than 6 feet, but in a digital perspective, let's get closer than 6 feet. We're going to talk about today my journey through advertising for the website, and it's something that I really have no knowledge of and no experience, and so I'm sort of testing this out. It's costing me money, but I'll be curious on what the end results are. And if you're somebody who specializes in advertising or who has done this before, I'd be very curious on your thoughts. So please leave a comment below when it comes to advertising. But yesterday brought us two adventures. The number one was we ventured out to McClendon's. And if for anyone who doesn't know what McClendon's is, it's basically Lowe's or Home Depot. We went to the garden section, picked up some flowers for the backyard. And I get it. There are stores out there that are essential, that are doing their absolute best from a staffing perspective and keeping the people 6 feet from each other. And that staff there was doing everything they could. But the people that were out in the store yesterday, it was incredible to see the amount of people who were crowding each other, not staying 6 feet away. It sort of blew my mind. And it was actually sort of frustrating to be in a store. And I get it. It's a very different environment. And not everyone prescribes to what should be done from a personal perspective in this time. But to see the amount of people just crowding around, not following the social guidelines was very, very interesting. So the staff did a great job, but the people out there, they were a challenge. So I'll be looking forward to visiting the store again, probably in a weekday when everyone is working and have some more space. But it was good. It was good to get out, good to get planting in the backyard, put up some planted a couple new annuals or perennials for a couple different areas, and then threw in some annuals just in our small garden area. So that was fun to do yesterday. Also, we had more exciting news as we actually ended our first week of eBay consignment. We had some fantastic results last week, and also we're now live with week number 2. I'm not going to advertise the cards here. I did a video a couple days ago to show off some of the heavyweights of this week, but again, looking to have a fantastic week this week, break some more records. We had some really good sales last week, and we have some real great cards coming out or on auction this week. So take a look at my store. eBay is under CRT Sports Cards, and have a look there. So as I stated earlier, I am a complete novice when it comes to understanding where to advertise, how to advertise. But I've watched a couple of videos, and understood kind of where the action is, and I put a couple of advertisements up where I feel are the most relevant. And so I started 2 weeks ago with Google. And I did Google because Squarespace, which is my website host, had a $100 credit once I spend $25. So I said, let's just give it a shot. Let's see what happens. And so what I did there in Google was I did $10 a day at advertisements, and I ran it for a month. I then a couple days later did a Facebook ad, and that is $5 a day. And that reaches mainly Facebook, but also touches a little bit into Instagram. And so I wanted to see, could I drive traffic from those two advertisements to the website? The goal is what I'm advertising is the consignment business, and seeing if I can put some money into that, if there's some I can gain some customers on the back end through advertising. The way I've advertised before for CRT Sports Cards is just through Twitter. I've just posted, shared stuff. I've tried to just get the brand out there through what I post and what I talk about. So I was word of mouth advertisement basically. But I figured, what, let's try something new. Let's put a little bit of money up front into this and see if we can deliver any traffic on the back end. So the goals with this are twofold. Number one, drive traffic to the site, and number two, gain consignment customers who I can't reach through Twitter because I only have a limited reach when it comes to Twitter. So the first goal is just website traffic. And I think we'll take a look at the numbers here in a second. But website traffic is up. It's very, very good. The second piece, though, is the consignment business. I've only had a couple of people reach out through the ad. So I haven't really set a goal. I just want to kind of see what I can deliver and drive through this process. But let's take a look at Google real quick and see how I'm doing with Google. So here on the screen are all of the Google numbers right now that from a traffic perspective that matter. So impressions, 615,000 impressions, which is, I think, pretty good for this ad. But then again, we know impressions are calculated differently on different websites and things like that. But so overall, this ad of mine has been on a screen 615,000 times. Clicks, people have clicked into the link or to the website, is 329. And I've spent $133 overall on this ad. I think when you look back to my goal, is just getting the website out there, right? That's the ultimate goal, right? Can I make CR2 Sports Cards one of the top websites out there in the sports card industry? You know, I get it. It's an uphill climb. There are a lot of people out there that are bigger, better, have more content, but I'm just wondering, can I drive overall traffic to where then they're not coming to me through an advertisement, they're coming to me just organically through cr2sportscards.com. So this advertisement, as I said earlier, was $10 a day, and I've been running it since April 14th. And on the over here on the side, you can see the search phrases and the click. So my number one click through right now is baseball cards, 76 clicks of impressions of 63,000. Shockingly, the impressions for basketball cards is 265,000. So you can see the surge in the basketball market versus the baseball market, and I had 58 clicks. So the percentage is way down when it comes to basketball to baseball clicks, but those are some interesting numbers overall. And then on sports trading cards, 113,000. So those are just sort of my search phrases at the moment. I have, though, changed as of this morning my advertisement spend on Google to just $5. I wanted to move this back down. I don't think I'm getting the traction on this ad or the click-throughs that I would like. I'm paying, roughly the same amount of money per click, about 40 cents when it comes to Google and when it comes to Facebook. But I'm as an end consumer, I very rarely click on these advertisements that are above the when I do my searches. So I'm just wondering if they're not relevant enough, or people just don't click into them. But I want them to look different. I want them to be a little more visible to the people, and that's why I think this is where I'm probably going to invest more into Facebook. But let's take a look at the Facebook stats right now. Okay, so here we are on the Facebook side. I've spent $47 in 10 days, and the reach is 7,400. Now, the reach is not impressions on the Facebook side of things. It's a little bit different of a metric. To me, it's more specific, which I like. Because now, of those 7,400 impressions or reach, I've had 118 landing page views. So engagement overall is 156, link clicks 137, 118 is landing page views. So I think these are a little more detailed and more specific and something that I can really action. I do like the fact that there are 11 people who have reacted to the ad, which is great. There's been some comments. There's been one comment on the ad calling it a scam, which I thought was hilarious. But overall, it's interesting to see people react to the ad, which I really, really like. And then 4 people have shared the ad. So I think that to me is a number I really like to see. It's minimal. 4 is nothing. It's macroscopic. But when it comes to the potential further reach, people sharing stuff, I think that is something that really intrigues me, and a reason why I think I want to go heavier into Facebook. Now, on the other side of the screen, you have the placement. Where has the ad been seen? And so the number one is the mobile app newsfeed. So that's obviously when you're scrolling your page, it's been seen almost 6,000 times. The web newsfeed, the marketplace mobile, Instagram. That's really cool. It's being seen on Instagram 254 times. Instagram stories, I would like to get more into that, but that's only 48, and then mobile in-stream videos 34. So Facebook gives you a really cool breakdown of where the ad has been seen, and I think this is really, really interesting and where I really want to put more capital into potentially. Now, when I mention the word capital, I'm talking like pennies on a dollar, like another maybe $5 ad, maybe make it like $10 or $15, something very small. I don't want to spend thousands of dollars on these ads. But I do want to spend some money on these ads to see what I can gain with them. So that's been my journey through the advertising world so far. As I stated at the beginning, I know very little about this. I could be looking at the numbers completely wrong. But if you're an expert at this or have a wealth of knowledge, I'd be really curious to hear from you. Please leave a link in the comments below. But have a great week collecting. Have a great Monday, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow.